Hello everybody, Forest Month is here again. Today this video will be very short and something new again, as I did the batoning video, I did the fire starting video, and I will speak today very shortly about my experience with these ferro rods. I got three here, three of them actually, and the point or reason why I'm doing this video is this one, and it is actually from Back Company. It was from Back Company. You can see here there was a whistle, and it came with this striker where you got a screwdriver. There was some hex. You see this way, some hex hole for these bits, and you got can opener, and of course you got a striker here. I will not strike here, I don't want to burn my carpet. So this is the striker which you can make sparks with, and it is working nicely. And this nice, there is back, you see. This is pretty nice. Pretty nice item to have, because you got the striker, you got these I think 1, 2, 3 plus the striker, 4 features on this quite light and small tool. I got it in my belt pocket. It's great, but this one, maybe you've seen it here, this one was the full thickness. As you can see here, I don't know how thick it is, 5 or 6 millimeters, no more than 6 millimeters thick, and that was the length, which was about 2 inches, maybe 6 centimeters, so 2 point something inches. It doesn't matter really now. It was the thinnest ferro rod I've seen, and it is my, as I said, first exhausted or destroyed or used, you know, ferro, I don't know how to say it. So simply finished. And if you are expecting, if you got a ferro rod and you are expecting that if I land with this, so I as I said, this is the first one I destroyed, if I say this way, and see, I could start to scrape the material from the end of the rod, but I tried to use, you know, the full power. So I made this kind of U shape, and after striking, it simply breaks. Why I'm telling this one is just there's definitely 2 millimeters spare. So I've tried to use just this piece to makes the sparks. Of course you can, but you know, it is because it is tiny piece of metal, and you got, most of time, if you are outside, wet hands, so you want to make a sparks, it is not quite well. Maybe if you really need, you don't have anything else, you can definitely use this one for sparks, because you can scribe more materials and you can use it. But important is that even if you got the longer and there is enough material to use, this one can happen to you. It means there is 1/3 of thickness you can't use, or you can't use it in a normal way. So with a normal striking, holding with the grip, as I said, hold the grip like was built in, and you simply use it, because this one can happen to you. There is piece of metal, I don't know if there is some carbon or something also, which makes it hard, so it breaks. So this is one issue which can happen. I don't know if it's normal. Just as I said, this is my first one destroyed in this way, so maybe not. I don't care that much. This one wasn't the cheapest anyway, so that's important. This one was the package, and it wasn't really cheap compared to the others. Most I can buy two ferro rods for this, but just I mean the base rods. Just for information, this isn't, I don't say, you know, I don't mean this one as a complaint, because I don't know, maybe it's normal, I don't know. Just this one can happen to you, so don't be surprised as I did. That's first thing. Second thing, most of common, I bought many years before, I bought this Bear Grylls survival pack, which wasn't bad, definitely, but I changed I think half of equipment it was inside, so I changed it, so I throw it in bin. But I like the overall package is small. You can put it in your cargo pants. You can put it in your pocket, and you got everything there. Fishing. I will maybe I will not do a review for it, because you know you can find definitely this one on Nintendo. I did some upgrades. That's important. And while I'm talking about that, there was this one Bear Grylls fire rod, and of course, as many of you really happens, this is next issue which can happen to you. I'm sure you've seen it many times on the others. So this is something what can happen to you with these stuff. This is not something unusual. I think if I pull this one, I will take it off from this. I think it happens with me. It happens to me somewhere in forest. I think it was on video anyway. So this one. That's first thing, but second thing, you can glue it up and glue it up inside, but that's no problem, because even in this condition I made a fire from that. By the way, this ferro rod looks for me better, it works for me better. I don't know, maybe it was a little bit softer or something, but this one was better. I made, say, 1,000 sparks. I don't know, 1,000 times I used it. I don't know how many times, but this one is thicker. But what is important, it is shorter. It is short. I will try to. This is probably full length. I'm talking about the steel. Just have a look. There is 1.5 centimeter longer piece of steel, which is something. And while I'm telling this, of course, you can make sparks with this, but the longer fire rod is better. When I did it this time, because I broke this one, then I came into this one after a long time, and I used it. I didn't feel the comfort to work like with this one, so I did it. I did the fire, started the fire with this, and also, as I said, the quality of the metal, of the magnesium, or what everything is there, seems to me it wasn't that good like was there. I don't know, maybe just, you know, it was my something. There was a striker also. I don't know if this is some bottle opener, probably yes. But what's important, there is sharp corner. I think maybe you hear my nail. So there is more than 90 degrees angle. This is rounded, one side is rounded, but this side, it seems to be like it is flat, and it has, in the corner, it has a big piece of the steel forward, something like that. I feel it, and this is very short, very light, but when you're striking, you feel it is, because it's removing material and do the job for you, which is great. And also you got here, which isn't here, this one was a little bit sharpened. Maybe you see it here. Yeah, see it? There's bit angle, like someone tried to make it a bit sharp. Just, you know, there's angle. If you see this one, and the angle of this is a little bit down, so you got this side is a bit, yeah, it is sharp. It is sharp. So something like here, but there are these teeth, and they are really make sparks. They're really removing material fast, and actually you can see it maybe on this rod. Maybe you see it on this rod. So if you need for some reason to make a big sparks now, and you know, simply the normal way isn't good for it, for your fire starting. Maybe it's wet or your tinder isn't dry as you want to. If you use this one, it's removing material much more faster, which is good for fire starting, but of course, as I said, it is removing material more faster, so you will exhaust the rod faster. Just the point. So that was the Bear Grylls. And the last one I will test, this is actually from Becker. I bought it, and I said I don't want to buy just a rod, I say just a rod, and I want something extra on it. So, and there was this mini compass, and there is the rod. Compare to the size, just this one. So length is same, as you can see, but thickness on this one, this could be some 7-8 millimeters thick. So this one looks heavy duty, as you can see. You can lash it here. I don't know, I never used this one, so I don't feel that good to do reviews for it, because I'm not good with these ferro rods. I am still learning, as you know. Well, yeah, maybe I'll tell you, maybe you've seen on the other video. But what is important on it, why I'm telling this one, is also I expected this one a bit smaller. And when I see them, yeah, I could see the picture and check the details, and I was really grabbed by the, oh, there is a compass, and the rod looks like big one. So I said it will last longer. I said okay, I'll buy it. But when it came, I said, oh God, it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's important to understand that this is I think some the aircraft aluminium. They said so after you finish this the ferro rod, you can use this one as a, I don't know, some sort of storage or something, but what I'm telling, this is quite heavy. This is quite heavy. As you can see, the sides are thick, too thick for me. 2 millimeters definitely, maybe 2.5, and I'm in the side. So it is, this one has the normal weight, but when you put it like this one, it's quite heavy. Even you got the hole, so you can put it on your neck, but really, guys, it weighs something. I got my mini Aurora here, and yeah, I can put it on a scale, but I think their weight's pretty same. So this is somewhere around 100 grams, plus minus 100 grams, which is not that light. The hole, by the way, it is not drilled up to the hole, so there is bottom. There is bottom inside. So if you put something in, oh, that will be more easy to understand. If you fill this one with water, so the water will not go down, so it stay there. So there is a hole from the bottom. So you can really use it as a storage for something. But it's still, yeah, it will last something, because yeah, it's quite high, quite hard. That's, you know, you can use it for, if you no, this not with the compass side, but with this side you can use it to break some glass, or even as a hand weapon if you really need to. But this is definitely not that handy, not that small like the others was. But just for information. And last thing I want to say, what I discovered, because last videos I did a couple of videos last week, and I used for the ferro rod my Bark River Mini Aurora, which has nice 90-degree spine, so it really removes material. The knife was really dirty. See that still? So I just tried to put the blade into order. It looks nice, but the spine has still some marks of the ferro rod. Interesting is, if someone, guys, understand the knives, if there is a process of hardening, it is, I think, somewhere about 500-600 degrees of Celsius. And as I did understand, the rods make sparks which can burn 1100 sorry, 1100 degrees of Celsius, which is nearly twice as that. And sometimes, many times, actually happened when I removed the material. It burns on the blade, and it burns, say, a second, not so many times, not so long time, but still 1000 degrees. It's something, you know. Can it destroy some process of hardening or tempering? We'll say maybe, because you know. I don't know, and this is thin blade. If that will be really, you know, some thick blade, so I don't think so. But in these thin blades, you know, it burns somewhere. You know, it must do something. But maybe just, if someone knows, just let me know, please. I'm wondering. Just seems to me as a logic question. But maybe the time of burning is that short that it can't change anything. But I don't know. And why I'm telling this one, if you've seen my video with the machete, Tops machete, when I striked and I struggled to start a fire with the rod, with this machete, and I was really disappointed. I was, how can I even used the birch bark and it still doesn't work. And probably I discovered it because I did this one. I removed the coating, as you know, and I did this place where I can strike the ferro rods, and it is working actually. But I discovered when I started the fire with this knife, I didn't have that problems. I started last week. I started, I think, exclude one time, I start every my fires with ferro rod. And I succeed, and then I said, I took this one. Said, it is not how. When I've been with this one in the forest, I struggled with that, as you can see on the video. But with this one, I simply did it. After, yeah, it takes a time, prepare, you know, everything you need, but I did it. So then I took this one and I started to do side by side work, and I can't start the same fire which I started with this one, with this tool. So the problem, I'm still learning, so still improving my skills, and I hope I'm going a little bit better. But some troubles did this one. So this one was, I think, something why I can't succeed. So I need to redo here this one. Maybe I will use a drill, and I will do this one more properly. Maybe I will remove coating on the side where I can really sparks better, because I was really horrible with this one. And this one, guys, this one sparks like hell. I say even better than this one. That was great. Only, that's another hint, if someone got a small knife like this one, maybe because there is no mass which protects you when you do strikes, then the sparks going out, of course. And because the blade is small, or not, I would say tall now, because I will speak about this one. When you do this one, the sparks are around you, even they're going to, I had some on my finger and it burns, and it wasn't nice. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen with this, and I believe it is because the height, or I said like tall blade protects you, because you got a shield here. So like you make the sparks, then the sparks maybe want to go to your side, but it can't because this is too high. But here, yes, there is just 5-6 millimeters full thickness, and then the angle changing to your side, if you understand me. It's changing to your side, but so even if I used this part for this, because that was nice and comfortable, but there was nothing, there was no mass, so the sparks was sometimes or many times, of course, on the target, but many times also around me. So just maybe it helps to you when you do spark with this one. Maybe still I do something wrong, but because I started the fire, I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's it. That's it about this video. This should be short and a little bit side video. Have a nice time and see you after a few minutes in the other video. Bye.